At 6 tonight, we are taking a closer look at the state's DWI laws and specifically repeat offenders. Just this week, the man convicted in a 2007 drunk driving crash that killed 2 people outside Jefferson City also pleaded guilty to a separate alcohol-related crime 6 years before.
We've been telling you a judge reduced Larry Welch's sentence from 20 years to 7 years, and he could be released from prison as soon as next week. ABC 17's Lindsay Burning talked to the Boone County Sheriff's Department about the state's DWI laws today.
And Lindsay, despite Welch's previous conviction, he's not being considered a prior offender.
Joey and Marissa, under Missouri law, a person is only considered a prior offender if their second alcohol-related offense is within 5 years. And Welch's second offense was 7 years after his first. In Missouri, a person doesn't receive a felony for driving while intoxicated until their third alcohol-related offense. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates 1/3 of first-time drunk drivers repeat their offenses, but only 4 states consider a second DWI conviction a felony, and the second offense must fall within a certain time period after the first. On the opposite side, 5 states do not have any felony DWI laws at all, according to Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
It's kind of surprising that there are places out there that have the ability for someone to never face a felony charge, even if they totally disregard the DWI statutes.
In Missouri, a person's first DWI is a Class B misdemeanor. That's even less severe than littering.
That's something that's ironic. I find ironic anyway, is that throwing a beer can out the window, littering, is a higher offense than first-time DWI, which I think if we would all agree it's much more dangerous to drive while impaired down the roadway, endangering everyone else's lives and the driver's life, as opposed to driving and throwing a beer can out the window.
In a recent report, MADD found there were 2 million drivers who are 3-time or more DWI offenders in the country in 2008, and around 500,000 were 5-time offenders or more. The Boone County Sheriff's Department says it regularly stops drivers who are repeat DWI offenders.
Fairly often they run across folks who fall into the prior and persistent category, and occasionally we run into the chronic offenders. It's not unheard of, even here in Boone County, to see people with 5, 6, 7, 8 prior DWIs.
Under Missouri law, the punishment for a third-time DWI offender can be a prison sentence of up to 4 years. If they get another, they could face up to 7 years. And if they get a fifth, they could face 5 to 15 years, the equivalent of voluntary manslaughter.
Lindsay, thank you. The Boone County Sheriff's Department tells us Missouri has moved toward harsher laws that require more DWI offenders to install ignition interlock systems in their vehicles.